I wanted
Sorry,
to get your opinion on this.
Okay, go on.
Because this is, I know. Okay, so somebody said, if your married friend came over for couples game night and brought someone other than their spouse, would you allow them to stay or would you tell them to leave?
What I would do personally.
Yes. The look at her eyes scares me already.
They're definitely staying so I can figure out what the hell is happening. I'm not letting no one go on their way until I know what the hell is going on. Before I even pull my friend to figure out what's going on, I'm going to be asking questions, sending subliminal shots, being very shady, passive aggressive until I get an answer. And then I'm going to corner my friend with the information I gathered and ask, if man or woman, who the hell is this? Well, to be honest, actually, I don't even know if I'm going to be shady or passive aggressive. When the person comes up, we're like, who are you?
That's exactly what I was sitting there listening to.
And so
Thinking,
it doesn't have to be a hype
at the door.
Yeah, I'd have been like, where is so-and-so? And who is this person? But then I guess it depends on their response, because if they're saying, oh, this is a friend of me and the partner, and then it starts to get, why did I get married? Number one.
This is a very why did I get married number one.
Very much. And it started to get, why did I get married number one? Then I'm definitely going to be Angela in why did I get married and go all the way off. What do you think?
Do you know what? You're right. I'm not dismissing you at the door because I need all the facts first. So let's be clear.
Without getting
I need to get, we only need the information here, child. So we need to figure out what the heck is going on. And it depends on their answer. So for me, it's like, if you're turning up, to me, that means this isn't someone you're trying to hide. So it can't be anything untoward. However, I do know people in this world are absolutely insane. So someone might say, this is my friend and blah, blah, blah. I guess my first port of call would be understanding the nature of who your relationship to this person that you brought, and then checking in with your spouse, maybe sending a text saying, hey, your partner just got here and they came with blah, blah, blah. Are you feeling okay? Like, why didn't you come? Or is this person cool? And seeing what their energy is also like. Because people can tell you things in your face to face, like in your face. But it's understanding the energy. But if my male friend came and he didn't bring his female partner, he said, oh, this is his female friend. Like, this is his homie who he kicks it with. And she loves a good trivia. So I thought, I'll bring her to games like because my wife couldn't make it. I don't know if I'd kick them out, because if it's your friend, like, what can I do? I guess I just have to watch the dynamics of their relationship. But I know a lot of people would be like, well, then your homegirl needs to kick it. But
yeah, I can understand why people would be like, oh, out of loyalty to whoever the partner is, like, I'm not going to let these people come in or whatever. But like I said, no one's going nowhere. I need to like observe. And like I said, it could be both of their friends. It could be the homeboy who likes trivia, because we love trivia. So I would be everywhere, and it's not relationship. I just want to win. So for me, it honestly would be like you said, like, I'm checking in with the other person. Hey, do you know so-and-so bought this person? But as well as am I saying so-and-so bought this person, I am taking pictures as well for reference, evidence and everything.
God, do you know what you should do? Live stream the games. On IG live stream, or say, you know what, we're vlogging games night. Just have the
FaceTime
camera,
whatever, making sure that they
FaceTime them hoes.
Because you could easily say, oh, this is Maria, and so you're texting the girl, hey, Maria's with John, and she's like, oh yeah, cool, I know
of course.
Maria, and Maria turns out to be Rebecca. So what I'm saying is, you've got that's what I said, I'm going to take photo evidence always, and vice versa. If it was a female friend who her man wasn't there and she's got some other guy, I need to know what's going on.
But
I am
you know what? Yeah, I definitely need to observe,
because I think I know, honey. I know a lot of things.
You do. You're quite observant. Very observant.
The Bruce to Caitlyn Jenner one, no one saw coming but
you. You'd been saying that for years to me. You had seen that. But what was I going to say onto that? I think, though, I would be slightly, I know this is wildly hypocritical, but if my girl came and she had this man that I didn't know and it wasn't her man, I'm not checking in with her man to be like, oh, so-and-so came and blah, blah, blah. Although we're couple friends, I ain't checking in. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just like, I ain't checking in. But if it was like, my man Oh, I guess if my man friend.
So now you're getting all confused, aren't you?
Yeah, because my man friend came in and he brought a girl.
Either way, you're
I know.
relying on your friend.
Yeah, I guess it's your loyalties lies but if they're couple friends, if like you've met them as a couple, so all of them are your friends. In that scenario, even if both of them my friends equally, and the man came with another girl, I'm still checking in with the wife. But if the wife came with another man, I ain't coming. I still don't think I'd be checking in with the husband.
Listen,
sorry.
for me, the reason why that's a hard one to say is because number one, if I don't say something, does that mean my man is also going to be silent? Because if it's my man, he telling.
Oh, your specific man? The one that you have?
He telling.
He more than telling, child. He's probably doing the live stream.
No, he ain't doing the live stream. He's going to pick up the man and bring him right there. Bring him right there. That's number one. So that would be out my question. And number two, don't involve me by bringing so-and-so to my house.
Facts.
That's it. Don't involve me. If you want to be creeping on the low, if you are creeping on the low, you have to creep on the low elsewhere, but not creep on the low around me. Oh, do you know what that reminds me of? Do you remember, I don't know if you saw, I think it was like a month and a half ago, and the Jamaican woman who was in the hospital and she saw her friend's husband come in with another woman.
No.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God,
see the perplexion upon the face.
It was on TikTok, but I saw it come to I saw it come to like Instagram basically.
Yeah.
And what happened is this Jamaican woman, she talked about how she was in the A&E. Do you know what I mean? She's in A&E and she sees her friend husband come in with this pregnant woman who's obviously about to give birth.
Yeah.
Basically. He's acting like he don't see her, he don't know her.
God have mercy. That's always a bad sign, Joe.
I can't really remember the ins and out, but basically, obviously, this is the secret woman that he's had. This is his baby that is coming, and she tells her friend. And people are basically saying, like, why would she do that, basically? And she's saying there ain't no way she's going to be sitting up and seeing that her friend's husband is having a baby, especially when she just seen them days before. So she told.
I mean, that's a big thing to hide.
Oh, yeah, if you're having a baby, listen to me.
You're having a baby on me, bro.
If someone's having a baby on me, every stranger, you met me once, I don't care, tell me.
You have to. But this is an unfortunate thing because it hasn't happened when we were older, but when we were younger, we got caught up in many cheaterizations in saying that we were witness or privy, or I'd say maybe more myself, to a lot of cheating situations where I had to then go and say to the person, your man is doing X, Y, and Z, or this, that. And I was you know, so many times I wondered, should I say? Because there's no win here. At the end of the day, there's no win here. But at the same time, we have lost friends over it. But for me, I felt at the time I was doing the right thing.
Obviously.
But it's just a difficult thing because I can't lie to you and I can't be a liar. But at the same time, I don't ever like to get involved in people's relationship. So when people are like, oh, what's your opinion on so-and-so's partner? I have no opinion. If that's their partner and they love it, then I love it. I ain't got nothing else to say. Just like I'm never one to tell anyone to leave their man. I'm never certainly one to leave your girl.
Leave their partner.
Do what's best for you, boo. And I'll just be a listening board. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't like to get involved. However, when I have been caught in cheaterizations, in watching other people cheat or knowing information, it's just too much. And I was thinking about this. I thought to myself, the one time which I think we were both justified is when we had a friend who we at that time weren't strong in the friendship at that point anymore, but they had a partner who ended up going away. And we met this new girl. And we formed friendship with a new girl. So many cheatings, but I'm talking about this specific.
I know this one.
We met this new girl and we formed a friendship with her.
We
and we
liked
actually,
her.
I
remember that. I realised she was such a nice girl.
She came to our house. She was such a nice girl. Had so many things in common. She was a pretty girl. We liked her.
She's a good girl.
By the time we had befriended and become friends with her, she had been talking about having a man that was away, but she wasn't specific about who her man was. Until one day, honey, she let the penny drop on us who her specific man was. And her man was the man of our other friend. So both of them were holding him down while he was away. Mm-hmm. And I remember being so conflicted, being like, what the heck? Because we really like this new girl, though we have loyalty to our friends, but both of them are dealing with the man.
I can't remember. Who did we tell? Or did we tell no one?
We told.
Sorry, I really
We
can't
told.
remember.
Yeah,
So
we
much.
told our older friend what
Right,
it was, because at the end of the day, the issue was both of them had relationships with him that had lasted a long time.
It was a
before
long time.
before he went away, and then they were both going to hold him down while he was away.
Yeah.
And it was like, no, we are too young at that point, too young for you lot to be putting your life on pause for a man that is away and is cheating on you from cell block D. Like, it was too much. And so I couldn't let that go. And I remember we had to say to her, this was going on. And I remember her basically relaying that he was not a fan of us because this wasn't the first time we had caught him cheating.
Oh my God, what's wrong with us? Now I remember.
Yeah,
I do remember. Sorry,
it wasn't the first time we'd caught him cheating.
Oh,
but
Lord.
this,
Mix
and
up.
I think after that time we had exposed him the first time, we had said we weren't going to get involved again. But I couldn't sit and watch my friend put her life on pause
so we
for a
mix
man
up, we
who was
mix up.
cheating on cell block D. And so, unfortunately, yes, at that point in our life, we were very... No, we weren't mixed up. We were trying to be
These
good
things
friends.
just happened. These things just happened. And you just reminded me of like that story. Remind me of the time when I found out one of our friends were being cheated on, and up to this day I still haven't told her.
Oh, yes. And
I'm
you
not-
held that as a vault.
I know, and I'm not gonna give too much because I
But
think
this
we'll
isn't
put the
someone you're
pieces-
friends with anymore. though.
No. We stopped being friends
A long time
immediately
ago.
after that. But whatever.
Yeah. So
This person we're friends with or whatever was dating this person, and then like we all became friends or whatever. Everything was cool, whatever. And yeah, everything was cool. And then I met this new
he was a
girl.
mess.
Really like this new girl. Me and her were like
God.
friends. God, child, let me tell you something. Me and Anissa have had
too
too
many
many friends. Oh my God. Anyway, me and her were really good friends at the time or whatever. And she basically said, I know you're friends with so-and-so, but do you know so-and-so's man is with this person? And he's saying X, Y, and Z about your friend and blah, blah, and red-tete. And I said, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Believe it. Oh, child, she made me introduce I saw the girl, whatever. They're confirming everything. And at that point, I was thinking, what do I do? Because the friend that we had at this time was sensitive, is the best way I'm going to put it.
That is a very good way to put
That's
it.
a very good way to put it. And I just thought to myself, I don't want to get so involved in these people's business because it's not my business. And I believe this was also happening at the same time as what you were saying. It must have been around the time. I just didn't want to be
That was a bad year.
as telling everyone that their man is cheating. So I'm just going to mind my own business. And a good thing I did mind my own business because the relationship broke up anyway because of whatever issues they had. But
And
it didn't need me to come and say it. So then I think to myself,
But we weren't even that close to, but yeah, to her.
yeah, whatever.
I ended up preferring him in the end anyway.
Yeah,
No
same.
offense.
But I do know that like, oh God, it's so difficult because when do you tell your friend, and do you tell your friend? But for me, now that we're older, the stakes are a little bit more higher. But then
Exactly.
also, I think because the stakes are higher, it makes it more difficult to say. I wouldn't now off the cuff be like to my friend, your man is cheating on you. I found this out or whatever. I think it would be harder for me to deliver it. However, saying that I'm not going to let you about to go through something, like you're about to get married and I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to let you get that crazy. You're not putting deposits down until I tell you what I told you.
No, you see, for me, that's why I slightly disagree. I agree in the sense of all the truth telling we did before. It was when we were much younger.
Yeah,
and those relationships, they were young relationships, so it was whatever. But now that the stakes are so much higher, this is where I am still not getting involved at all. And although people might be married in my kid's house, now it really isn't any of my business and I don't want to get involved. I would just have to do some strong prayer, hope that Jesus will fix it, hallelujah, but I will have to be out of it.
Sometimes you're a vessel for God. Do you know
Yes,
that?
and Jesus would have to tell me directly. And until Jesus says to me, confirm, Anissa, this must be what you say, I'm not getting involved at this point. I think at this point, Also, all the people we did a lot of truth telling to,
We're
no longer friends with.
maybe
but
that's
not
us.
is it me? Am I the drama?
We're the drama.
Exactly.
Sorry.
But now, because the stakes are so much higher, like or maybe I'd go about it in a different way. But right now, in this point in my life, I don't think I'd be getting involved. I just don't. I'm serious. Like, I just don't think I would. I just don't.
Wait, hold on. You're going to tell me though, if it's me?
With you specifically, because I'm talking about friends. I'm
Okay,
talking about family now. There's a completely different
Not only
situation.
do I expect you to tell me, I want evidence and I want to pull up, run up,
Well,
down.
I don't even know before I listen. You might find out because I would have called you call from the prison because I would have been beating his ass. So you would be picking up my call, hello, from the penitentiary, the HMP. So there you would know. So I do feel bad, but that has taught me.